In this one, we are rectifying the cooling system in this because this radiator is 1, just way too small, 2, it doesn't have a fan shroud, and 3, the fan is too far away from the radiator, especially not having a fan shroud. So Anthony's picked up a new radiator off Phoenix, which is a really good one because it's a cross-flow radiator, which is the same style of radiator that I have in the drift car. We have it right here. Typically RV radiators, the water travels downward, and because the inlet and the outlet are on the same side, the water tends to just sort of stay on one side instead of actually really being able to utilize the whole radiator. So the good thing about the cross-flow is it will come out of the motor up here, it forces it to travel across, goes down, and then it goes back across and then back into the motor. It's going to be way better for cooling, and you've also picked up a shroud and twin fans.
Single fan.
Oh, single fan.
Yeah, I think it's like a 16-inch fan.
Okay. Oh man.
Should do the trick.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a million times better than the setup that's currently in it.
Yeah, so she'll survive the burnouts.
The reason we're doing all this is because we are taking this Laurel down to Fours and Rotors this weekend in Timaru. We're going to be doing the Friday track day. We're going to be taking a walk around the show and shine on Saturday. We're also going to take this out on the cruise Saturday night. And then we've also got the ultimate track day on Sunday. Anthony is going to start on pulling all of this setup apart. I've got some editing to do, so I'll just set the camera up. That would have made your job way easier. Then he just emptied his catch can out, and you can't really see it now, but towards the end of it, as he was pouring it out, some of the oil looked a little milky. We did plan on doing a service for this anyway before this weekend. We've already gone and brought the oil and a new filter. So because we saw that, we've decided to drop the oil now and hope that the oil itself in the motor isn't milky.
God, that's fucking tight.
Yeah, this Laurel's got a skid plate.
Yeah, Andy. Well,
yeah, well, hopefully you don't end up stripping that.
Yeah, well, have another S14 situation on your hands?
Yeah. Well, we ended up stripping one of the bolts, but it was a lot easier to sort out than the one on the S14 the other day. We just grabbed some vice grips and grabbed it from the top, cracked it open. So now we're going to drop the oil, see what it looks like. Nah, you're good.
Sweet. Fuck, it really needed to change though, holy shit.
Yeah, that's very dark. Just taking the fan off. Nice new Phoenix radiator, ready to go in.
Electric spoily boy. That might be a problem.
You don't have the rubbers down. So put some rubbers in there, it'll space it up a tad.
Yeah.
But fuck, that is tight. So we got the rubbers on the bottom of the radiator now, which is spaced it up, but we are still having contact issues with the power steering belt, which is annoying. Really, this radiator of this size should have been offset over that way. If it was more towards the cold side, it wouldn't be an issue. But for some reason, they wanted to put this big ass fan directly in the middle. So yep, it contacts. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to take this fan off and drill some new holes out and space it over. But the problem with that is we're gonna be left with a bit of a gap through here, so it's not gonna be able to pull air through quite properly. So we're just gonna have to tape it up and send it. So Anthony's been working away and he's moved the fan about 20 mil over, which has given us hopefully enough clearance. Got to remember that the motor sort of twists that way a little bit. It's not a ridiculous amount. So we got a new top hose too, and we're having to figure out how we're going to do that. So we think we're going to chop the hose about there, and because this can bend up, it should line up well. It's the next day now, and we've got the Laurel loaded up on the trailer. We've got strops on all 4 wheels since we're going a bit of a distance. It's just safer that way. And then, yeah, we've got a couple 265 semi-slicks mounted on my drift wheels. We're going to be using these for the roll racing. So we've got all the grip in the world. Let's hit it, boys.
Fucking oath.
2 we made it to the track and we've just gone over the car and done a nut and bolt check. Everything's good. Anthony rewired the fans because we had a little issue this morning where ground it out and started burning, so yeah, fixed that. We've put a bunch of tape along here to seal up the top of it, and we put a bunch of tape around the side of the fan as well, again to seal it, just so that the fan can pull the air through the radiator and instead of pulling in air through these gaps. Also chucked the 265 semis on, all the grip in the world for the roll racing. Put a smile on that face.
Nah, it's going alright, man.
Yeah.
Stops off like a fucking baby. Any Sparkies out there, I respect you.
So we're about to take the car through scrutineering. Hopefully it passes. Should be all good.
We've just passed scrutineering. Now we're off to driver's briefing.
Yep. So just been through driver's briefing. I'm suited up. I'm driving the car first. About to go out for the roll race session. So yeah, it should be pretty sick. So it's chilling in the roll race line. High boost.
Gotta do some Mickey gaps.
Yeah, hopefully we can definitely take some people to Gapplebee's. We got a GoPro mounted on the back window facing backwards, so whoever does get the gap, we're getting it on film. It even went up another degree. Really? Yeah. Back in from the roll racing. Yeah, as soon as I went into 4th gear, it felt like we had no drive. Apart from that, we chopped everyone. This thing is on. Unfortunately, I think we've got an airlock still in the motor, so we're going to have to try and bleed it up either tonight or tomorrow for Sunday. You're proud of me for hitting the limiter?
Absolutely. Although you didn't hit too much, which was good, it means you were actually driving hard.
Yeah. Yeah, this is by far the hardest I've ever driven this car today. It was so sick. Going up to the line on that last one, the temp was at about 90. So each run I did, the temperature would creep up a few degrees. So yeah, I think we definitely need to bleed the system a little bit more. All right, so we're taking it out for a cruise session. Anthony wants me to drive first because he's a posse.
I am. I've never been out on the track before. I'm scared. I'm a bitch.
Yeah.
you guys didn't tell what Anthony just did, he flicked high boost. That's what happened.
Yeah, like that's full throttle, it's nothing.
Yeah, but you're not in boost though.
No, but like, even then, like, that's nothing. Full throttle.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Clutch? Gone?
Nah. No, I don't think it is clutch, because if the clutch was gone, if you did that, it would start to move.
True.
Maybe it is a temp thing, because what are you at?
88.
Yeah, it was about that for me too. So maybe it's a temp cut.
Yeah. Here we go. What the fuck? Oh yeah, I'm so upset we lost that set.
Well, no, you didn't have drive.
Yeah, I know.
What's it at?
86.
I probably would have done some cool down laps, but
Oh.
it's all good. Do you know if those bottles were filled up with water?
I think they might be.
Alright, so the track day is done and we've just checked into our motel and it's actually pretty good. It's a lot better than what I thought it was going to be. Got our lounge here, boys chilling. Then we come into the kitchen and our fridge is looking how a fridge should. Stocked with piss. So today was awesome, and upon looking at the footage and stuff and the crew session that we were on, the last roll race that I did, the car had hit temp cut because it did the same thing to Anthony when he was in his crew session. I thought it might have been clutch slip because I thought that the car was still revving, but I couldn't really hear it too much over the other car that I was racing. So yeah, thankfully no clutch slip and it just hit temp cut. So we think that the system has a bit of an airlock in it from when we changed out the radiator. So tomorrow we've got a few things that we need to do. We need to bleed the system up properly, try and completely get rid of the airlock, and we also need to swap the diff out because if you try and roll race on Sunday with that diff, it's 100% going to blow.
Oh, fully.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it didn't go those last few pulls I did before I started getting 10 cut.
Yeah.
Like, that was bad.
Yeah.
You'll hear it in the video.
Yeah, 100%. So we have a 4-1 that we brought down with us. So the ratio isn't going to be the best, but it's better than having that 3.7 blow up mid-run. So yeah, tomorrow we're going to do that. We actually also noticed that one of the rocker covers has a split in it. One of the tabs that gets mounted, one of the tabs where the bolts go in is completely broken off and it's on the hot side. So it's dripping a little bit of oil onto the manifold. So luckily Blake from here in Timaru is actually going to let us borrow a cover tomorrow. So we just got to whack the fitting for the AN line out of Anthony's one, whack it in that, and then yeah, we should be good for Sunday. So enjoy tomorrow's video where we sort all that stuff. There's also going to be the cruise session that we're going to be going on tomorrow night, and also we might go down to the show and shine and show you guys a little bit of that, but yeah, we'll just see how the day goes. So anyway, cheers for watching, guys. You know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you in the next one.